Mr. and Mrs. Good evening. Today we'll speak about entrepreneurship in general and more specifically about creative entrepreneurs.
Nowadays, entrepreneurs have difficulties to sell their products or services with a high level of margin. The customer behavior changes. They prefer to buy a low-price product than a good enough quality one. There is a new kind of competition due to the emergence of these new competitors. Moreover, during the last decades has appeared a lot of new big competitors like department store or hypermarket.
A lot of entrepreneurs has already closed their business due to this new kind of competition. We can see in the new buying behavior that people favor the quantity to the quality products.
However, entrepreneurs who want to keep their market shares have to make their business more creative and more innovative.
So let us show you some interviews about creative and innovative entrepreneurs right now.
Hello, Gavin. Could you introduce your company in general?
Well, I'm self-employed. I have a company called ESD Training. I provide consultancy and education to government, to business and to schools and third level institutions. The consultancy is in areas of principally in education for sustainable development, so to assist in energy efficiency and climate change strategies for those three types of bodies, so government, business and learning institutions.
Okay. Why do you think you are a creative entrepreneur and a social entrepreneur?
Well, whether I'm a creative entrepreneur is another question. I'm an entrepreneur because I want to work for myself. So I think that's the first thing. I actually want to create my own work as opposed to be employed by somebody else. The area that I work in, which is sustainable development, there's very few people working in that space, so you have to really come up with innovative ideas. So that's an area that I enjoy the challenge of trying to come up with innovative ways of being able to communicate and offer advice and consultancy.
Okay. Which creations and innovations did you make in your enterprise?
I've made, I suppose, with my company, I've come up with quite a few creative entrepreneurial ideas. I started a housing development company, a sustainable housing company. We bought about 50 hectares of land and we built maybe 70 houses on it, and that was all ecologically designed houses. I have developed a range of education tools where I have bicycle power generation, and that the idea of that is to give people real-time experiential learning by producing their own electricity. I have developed ideas around bulk purchasing for energy efficiency to help communities to work together to retrofit their houses to make them more energy efficient. So yeah, I would say that a lot of my ideas would be quite cutting edge, sometimes maybe a little bit too far ahead. So maybe I'm ahead of the train, and sometimes that doesn't pay off financially, but that's the risks with entrepreneur.
Yeah, sure. Why did you take the risk to innovate?
Well, I decided to become, I suppose, an entrepreneur because, as I said earlier, I don't want to work for somebody else. I want to create my own livelihood. I want to create my own ideas. I think that I have worked for organizations and for companies, and often I find that to be you're working to somebody else's dream or somebody else's idea. So in truth, I'm happiest when I'm actually putting my own ideas into practice. So it's quite simple. It's for personal satisfaction, really.
Okay, it's not due to the market or concurrency?
Money wouldn't be a huge motivator for me. It's of course essential, but it's not the main motivator. I would say my main motivator for creative entrepreneurship is for personal satisfaction.
Okay. Thank you very much, Gareth.
You're
Thanks.
welcome.